925 right now, 925 on the People Station, V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B.
Hey.
The Big Tigger Morning Show minus Big Tigger for the week, minus comedian Miss Pat for the week. I am Gerard Jason for Big Tig. Shamia Morton is here.
Hey, best friends.
So listen, we are going to have a special week around here. It is Superintendent Week on V-103.
That's right.
Because why? Because it's time to go back to school, like next week. Is it next week? Next week after that? Next week.
Well, you know what? We had to start with the best county. I mean, hello, I grew up in DeKalb County.
Here you go. A little
we
bias.
had to start. Well, maybe, but it is what it is.
Calm
DeKalb
down.
County
Calm
School
down.
District Interim Superintendent Dr. Vasanne S. Tinsley. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning.
She brought the sunshine in, y'all.
She did.
She did.
She did. She did.
You brought the sunshine.
Yeah,
Hey.
all that. All that.
Look, a lot was dropped in
Love
your
it.
lap. Like you, I mean, my goodness, you inherited a lot. What, 14,000 employees more, 94,000 students.
Yes, all of it. All of it.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
You were retired.
Absolutely, I was.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, so she was 25 years in education.
That's correct. That's correct. With
So how-
DeKalb County Schools.
With DeKalb County, right. So I remember you from, hello. When I went to school, I'm still young.
True,
So I remember you
facts.
back in the day. How is it coming back out of retirement?
Listen, let me tell you what. I love what I am doing. It was
Aw.
an adjustment, of course, when you're retired. But,
Right.
DeKalb County is my family. And
That's
so
right.
I am so, so happy to be back and happy to keep moving the needle because we've got some important work to do.
We really do.
And to go into that, Dr. Tinsley, we're going into a different climate in back to school this time. We have COVID kind of trying to do its thing again and get serious again with the new variant. First and foremost, how are you going to handle that going back to school, and what should people know as they gear back to send their children back to school?
Yeah, like
Hey,
the COVID
listen,
protocols.
Listen, it's so important. We've got to keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
So what I will share is that we're watching the numbers every day. We're watching. And the numbers, as you said, they are increasing. So what we're saying right now is, for our students, masks are strongly encouraged. But for our adults, we want to make sure that you are safe. We want to make sure that you're healthy. Because
Right.
if you're not healthy, you can't be in the schools to help our students. So at this point, we're saying strongly encouraged. But I will share that as we look at those numbers, there may be a change between now and the start of school.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Because, like you said, they are growing. It affected a lot of the, not just homeschooling or whatever for people, but the extracurricular activities. Like me, I went to Southwest DeKalb High School, so I was in the marching band. And so, I know those children are ready to get back to what they enjoy. The books are great, but you also got to keep the funness in school. Can we expect to see that back in DeKalb County? The bands, football teams, we back 100%?
We are back. Listen, let me tell you what, and we know that that's an important part of the development of our students.
Yes.
So we have to do it, but we have to have those safety protocols.
That's right.
So, you may see that the numbers of spectators at events may go down. You may not be able to have thousands of people at a game.
Right.
But what's important
That's
is that
true.
our students are able to participate in those activities because that is a healthy outlet for a lot of our students, and it
That's
brings
true.
about academic success.
What about testing? I know when the pandemic first hit, a lot of the testing was put off. So a lot of people that were graduating or the senior classes didn't really take the SATs or the ACTs. How is that? Are we back on with that as well? Or are we still are students still being exempt from that?
Well, yeah, we're looking at all of those tests, the SAT, ACT. We have to make sure our students are competitive when they are going off, when they leave us and they're going into that next phase of life. So we just have to make sure our students are prepared.
I love it. Now, what are some things that the district, DeKalb County, is doing to get the students amped up for back to school?
Ooh, I tell you what, we had an outstanding back-to-school rally this weekend.
What?
At
I missed it. I was out of town.
It was
What
at
happened?
Halford Stadium. We had almost 7,000 students and families there, and it was indeed
Wow.
beautiful. We had community resources. Our community partners were there. We had school supply drives. We had those things that they needed to be prepared for the school year, signing up, transportation, making sure you have the bus routes, making sure that you have all the information that you need for school nutrition. And we even had some of our employees out there making sure that if you needed a job, parents,
I love
that
it.
you could talk to us and we could see what we could do to get you ready.
Speaking of jobs, there was at one point a shortage on bus drivers. How's that? How are you doing with that now?
Yeah,
Like
we still need bus
need bus
drivers.
drivers
Anybody that needs to
drive?
drive, please come
I
contact
know
us.
you like to drive Mercedes Benz, but you could definitely jump on over there on that bus.
Hey, don't
Shaq.
front.
If Shaq can drive the bus, you
I
should drive
can drive anything. I'm that type of driver. I can drive whatever.
We may need to talk then.
But doctor, I got to tell you, if I'm driving the bus, the kids may not want to get off that thing and go to school because we're gonna have fun on my bus.
Well,
I'm just telling you right now, like it's not gonna be no regular bus ride that you ride with me.
Well,
So,
there you go. I'm excited for back to school. Shout out to all the parents that are doing their back to school shopping right now. And shout out to you for coming in here. Would you do this permanently? Would you stay in this position?
That's the question. That's the question.
Listen, let me tell you what. I am dedicated to what I do in DeKalb County Schools.
Okay.
And so I work at the will of the board, of course. But let me tell you what, we've got some great things coming down the pike, and I'm excited just to see where we're going in DeKalb County Schools.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. If parents need more information on back to school stuff or got some questions for you, where can they reach you?
Oh my gosh, they need to go to that DeKalb County website. We've got an awesome team. Everything you need to know regarding the first day of school, what you need to know for the students to be ready, where the schools are, how to make sure. And let me say this, if you are new to the DeKalb area and you need to register, please go to our online registration access point. You'll get everything that you need to make sure you are ready for day one.
I love it.
Dr. Vasanne S. Tinsley, we appreciate you coming. Your energy precedes you, and this is going to be a great school year.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. It's the People Station V-103.